welcome to my video. This is my 1988 Nissan Hardbody D21 full Sr20Det swap, blacktop, fully running. I am going to give you a quick walk around of the whole truck so you guys see what it looks like. Trying to get every single angle for you guys. And if you're viewing my video, of course, I probably posted this truck on numerous forums, so but the truck is up on eBay for sale. So just letting you guys know, it's gonna be a lot easier to message me on eBay than to message me on the forums. So you can see the reflection off the white paint. It's immaculate. Still looks pretty new. I am gonna be starting it up cold start. You'll see it rev up and all that stuff. Hear it running. And I did convert the front end to the newer style front end, projector headlights. Recently added those. The truck is lowered about 1 inch in the front and 2 inches in the back. Not very much of a drop, still rides very smooth. Tires, as I stated, they're about maybe like 40-45% at the most in the front. Still hang in there for a while. They're Bridgestone tires, so they should hang in there quite a bit. Cross-stilled rotors, you can see that. I've had them for a few years, so maybe I would recommend changing them out. No vibrations, no squeaking, none of that stuff. Brakes perfectly fine. The e-brake does have to be adjusted though, just letting you guys know. All the door moldings, as you can see, have been all replaced. They're all new. New mirrors, door handles, locks. All the weather stripping has been pretty much new. Just the one in the rear I replaced. New bed liner. This is not a spray-on bed liner, just like the ones that you would just throw on top and bolt down with these bolts here that hold down on to the side of the bed frame. The floor mats, black universal floor mats, not OEM, none of that stuff. And let's get a quick shot under here. Air shocks right there. Spare tire looks like it's never been used. Don't have the tools. I don't know if you can see the 2-inch blocks there. Aftermarket tail lights. Tailgate handle is brand new as well. This tail light does have a little bit of dirt. I think maybe one of the seals is getting old. And here's the Gibson tip that I have taken most of the chrome finish off, make it look more of a matte finish, which is the style, kind of the style that I like. Attracts less attention, of course, and you can easily clean it up with a Scotch-Brite pad, make it look nice. Stock 18-inch Titan wheels that I had on my stock 05 Titan. Had to get them bored out to make them fit. They don't stick out. Nice and flush. That stuff was done right. This molding right here, for some reason, looks like a little wavy. Don't know exactly why. Maybe it's a defective one, but all the stripping on the doors, all that stuff, replaced. Let's go to the inside. New door panels. All the weather stripping here, as you can see, new. All that, all replaced. door panels, speakers. Brand new carpet. Had to buy it 2 times, of course. The shifter, the stock shifter, sits up here, and now it had to come back here. So had to replace the carpet. Sucks, but I had to do it. Seat reupholstered. All these vents are new right here. All 4 vents, brand new, OEM from Nissan. When I took them off, they were all brittle and they broke off, so I had no choice. They don't make aftermarket ones. Boost gauge, Alpine radio, 240SX cluster fully working. The mileage is correct, 265,121 miles on the chassis, not on the motor. Motor has probably about, I want to say, 65,000 miles at the most. I haven't driven this truck around very much at all. Apex turbo timer, fully working. Oil pressure gauge, and I want to note that it has gaps around the edges. Didn't have enough time to fab up some nice pretty templates, so whoever buys it, highly recommend doing that. Make it look a lot neater. And crack on the dash, another one there. All the ones that I seen at the junkyard, they're all cracked. Trying to find one of these at the junkyard, especially a good one, not gonna happen. Just every time I go there, they're just fully taken apart. And as you can see, there's gaps on the edges of this cluster, of course, because the stock one is square. But if you upgrade, this cluster will fit perfectly since the stock one is round. And I will open this other door, and you will see the ECU here. That's where I mounted it. I figured that'd be the best spot for it, since I wasn't running a heater core anymore, so that was like the best place that I could find. And glove box, wheel lock, extra what is it? Alright, let's go to the back of the truck here. And everything was fully painted, of course. No traces of old paint. Back, didn't really care what the back looked like, since it was just you can't really see it. Saved me some cash there, but it was all put in place with hog reins, and looks pretty good. These seat belts are getting kind of old, so they don't retract as good. You have to help them out sometimes, but according to the Nissan warranty, all of these seat belts are warranted for life, so they should be able to get replaced free of charge at the dealership if you want to go ahead and do that. And let me open this gas cap here so you guys can see everything's fully painted. Missing a bolt right there. Another quick walk around real quick. Then I will start it up for you guys and show you the motor. Let's start it up real quick. It'll settle down as soon as it warms up a little bit. Everything fully working. And as I said, you could rev it up as high as you want, as long as it's not under a load. Like, for instance, right now I can rev it up for you, and nothing will happen. But as soon as it's under a load, it starts to bog out, or it sounds like there might be some sort of leak. I've tried troubleshooting it. I haven't had any time to really get into it, so I'm selling it as is. Pretty sure it's an easy fix. Either ignition coil or throttle position sensor. And sorry for the glare, guys. It's just there's like a damn tree by my house and it's not really helping right now. But here it is, fully running, all that good stuff. As I stated, all these plugs right here, plug and play, no soldering, all that stuff, plug and play. You can take this apart, take the whole harness apart and reconnect it back together if you really wanted to. eBay blow-off valve actually works pretty decent. Rev it up here so you can hear it. And the motor is pretty clean. Maybe you guys can see that. See if I can turn my flash on, which I can't. But the motor is pretty clean. Doesn't leak any oil. None of that stuff. Recently replaced the valve cover, gasket, and all that good stuff with OEM ones, of course. Electric fan. I know you guys can see that right there. And I ended up putting these metal screws in it because the plastic ones that come with the actual fan just deteriorated, and the fan actually ended up falling off. And it does have a small piece, I don't know if you can see that right there, small gash missing because it fell. Other than that, it's fully functional, doesn't overheat, none of that stuff. Adjustable thermostat, Flexolite, works perfectly fine. This is a smaller battery. Because of the intercooler piping, I had to put a smaller battery because that stock battery is a huge battery. I don't even know why they have such a big battery. HKS filter. Yes, it is real HKS. I can't really get into there so you can see the brand, but it is HKS. Replaced the filter element maybe not even a week ago. Tried cleaning it out, but it deteriorated. I don't know how that happened, but pretty sure it's just because of old age. It's perfectly fine. On another note as well, this is the correct master flow sensor. I know a lot of you guys use this single cam or the dual cam, but this is the correct master flow sensor for the Sr20Det. It does have the 4-prong connector, not the 3-prong. This is the 4-prong. This works perfectly fine. Actually works even better than the stock dual cam or the single cam. Everything is fully working in place, like I told you. Manual steering box, no power steering, no AC, none of that stuff. Pretty much all motor. Really fun truck to drive. Trust me, guys. Super fun. I don't know if you guys can see the front mount intercooler here. And I will give it 1 or 2 revs inside and I will shut it off. Let you hear the exhaust back here. I don't know what the sound quality is, but we'll have to wait and see. But you know, sorry if it's not fully working, or I mean the sound is not, you know, to par. But as you can see, the turbo timer just shut the truck off, took the key off. But yeah, if the sound quality is not that great, I'm sorry. I'm using my cell phone to videotape this. And the only reason I'm selling, guys, is because I ended up buying this F250 Super Duty diesel. Gonna be pulling a trailer, so as much as I would like to keep this truck, I can't. It just sits around in the garage, doesn't really get much usage. So I'd rather have someone that really wants a truck like this, which I don't know not one person who has a truck like this, except for some guys on the internet, which that's where I got my idea from. Yeah, there's not very many people with this truck, especially not like in this condition with the swap fully running and all that stuff done right. I've seen other trucks that look pretty beat up, same swap. I'm not gonna try bashing on them. I'm not saying my truck is a brand new truck, but I've put a lot of money, time, and effort and all that stuff into this truck. So hopefully it goes into a good home. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, message me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. It's up for sale on eBay, starting sorry about that, someone was trying to talk to me here. Yeah, it should be up on eBay on Monday. Today is August, I believe the 11th. Should be up for sale on the 12th, or somewhere around that time. So if you guys like what you see, please bid on my truck. Please, serious buyers only. I don't want to be dealing with non-paying bidders. If you want to come look at the truck, do whatever you need to do, compression tests, all that stuff, make sure you do it before the auction, please. Before, not after. So make sure everything that you want to see that I have not made clear on this video or pictures, make sure you come look at it in person, please. It will not disappoint you, trust me. Shot of the roof here, forgot to get that. And just want to know, from what I can see on this truck, there is some touch-up spots, and I'm gonna try pointing it out. If you guys can see it, there's a touch-up spot there. It's a pretty long scratch, maybe about 4 inches, maybe. Right there. It goes from here to here, and then there's a small ding here, if you guys could see it. Now these aren't very visual. You can't really see it since the truck is white. It's really hard to see. Other than that, I think there's like a ding right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. And I'm just trying to remember all this stuff as I'm walking around the truck, trying to point out stuff. I mean, I don't want to disclose anything. I don't want any surprises for you guys. So pretty much it, guys. I will try putting another slide show together for you. Actually, I'm going to be loading a slideshow on YouTube. Since I can only upload 25 pictures on eBay, I have tons of pictures of the truck when I first got it and what it looked like and all that stuff. Don't be scared. It's all been done right, taken apart, and you can see that. I'm not gonna put any music or any of that stuff, so it's just gonna be a slideshow with pictures. There should be a link on this listing, or not on the listing, on the YouTube video, right? Maybe where the comments would be. Not really too familiar with YouTube, so I'm sorry, but I will try to paste a link there so you guys can see the pictures. And it was like 20 minutes. Thought it was gonna be about 10 minutes, but like I said, guys, any questions, any of that stuff, feel free to message me. Thank you for looking at my video, and hopefully this truck goes to a good home.